Hello and welcome to the football world. You're watching the Football Current, powered by pure football energy. Before we dive in, I want to speak directly to you. I know I've been quiet for the last 2 weeks. No uploads, no updates. And if you're wondering where I went, that's fair. I didn't disappear. I was working on improving the quality, the storytelling, and the standard of this channel. I don't believe in uploading just to stay visible. If I post, it has to be worth your time. Your support means too much to rush content or lower the level. So thank you genuinely for staying, for waiting, and for believing in this channel. And starting today, we're back. Focused, consistent, and better than ever. Now let's get into today's story. Football doesn't usually warn you before something terrifying arrives. It doesn't send invitations or explain what you're about to witness. It simply happens. One moment a team looks strong. The next, it looks inevitable. And right now, Manchester City are no longer just winning matches. They are dismantling opponents with a cold, calculated efficiency that feels unstoppable. This isn't chaos. This isn't luck. This is design. Pep Guardiola has built something again. Not once, not twice, but for the third time he has reinvented his own empire. And at the center of it all stands a force that feels almost unfair. Erling Haaland, running into space like a natural disaster waiting to happen. City are in terrifying form. 7 straight wins across all competitions. 14 victories in their last 17 matches. Top of the Premier League. Comfortable in the Champions League. Cruising through domestic cups. But this isn't just about results. This version of City feels different. Faster. More direct. More ruthless. It looks like a team that has learned every lesson football tried to teach them, and turned those lessons into weapons. To understand why this Manchester City is so dangerous, you have to go back. Not one step. 2. Back to the very beginning of Pep Guardiola's project in England. When he arrived in July 2016, there was admiration but also doubt. The Premier League was physical, chaotic, relentless. Could possession football survive here? Those doubts peaked in December 2016, when City were torn apart 4-2 by Leicester City. Second balls. Duels. Pressure. It looked like Guardiola's ideas might break under English intensity. So he adapted. The first evolution of City was about control. Absolute, suffocating control of the ball. Players like Aymeric Laporte, Kyle Walker, Bernardo Silva, Raheem Sterling, Leroy Sane, and Ederson were chosen not for strength, but for intelligence. Guardiola stretched defenses with inverted wingers, flooded midfield zones with technical superiority, and redefined fullback roles, even turning midfielders into defenders when needed. The peak of that era came in the 2017-18 season, a title-winning campaign defined by moments like the 7-2 destruction of Stoke City, once the symbol of English physical football. City didn't just beat opponents. They embarrassed systems. But football always adjusts. By 2019-20, cracks appeared. Injuries disrupted rhythm. Pressing lost its precision. City became vulnerable in transition. Guardiola responded again, this time by merging ideas. Inverted fullbacks, free number 8s, a structure that restored control and stability. Rodri arrived. Ruben Dias followed. Together, they gave City defensive authority. Without a traditional striker, Guardiola embraced the false 9. Phil Foden, Ilkay Gundogan, Bernardo Silva, Riyad Mahrez, all rotated, all interchanged. The counterpress became lethal. That evolution carried City to another league title and iconic performances, including the famous win at the Santiago Bernabéu against Real Madrid. But it also revealed limits. The 2021 Champions League final loss to Chelsea was brutal. No holding midfielder, no balance. Guardiola's brilliance had overreached. Then came Erling Haaland. His arrival in 2022 forced another reinvention. Like Robert Lewandowski at Bayern, Haaland pinned centre-backs deep, stretched lines vertically, and turned space into fear. City slowed games, recycled possession, and waited for Haaland's runs. Goals flooded in. A historic treble followed. But even dominance has a cost. Without an extra midfielder between the lines, City sometimes became predictable. When Haaland didn't score, attacks stalled. So Guardiola adapted again. Instead of adding attackers, he added control. John Stones stepped into midfield. Defensive security returned. But then another problem struck. Rodri's ACL injury in the 2024-25 season removed City's anchor. Once more, balance collapsed. Guardiola's response was radical. Central defenders moved wide. Fullbacks became midfielders. Recruitment shifted priorities. Players like Jeremy Doku, Savinho, Ryan Cherki, and Tijani Reinders arrived, elite ball carriers, transition monsters. Even the goalkeeper changed. From Ederson, a build-up specialist, to Gianluigi Donnarumma, a long-range distributor. The message was clear: bypass the press, attack earlier, win second, third, fourth balls. And that's when everything changed. This Manchester City doesn't wait anymore. They explode. Fast breaks have become weapons. This season, City are among the league's best at scoring in transition, punishing teams the same way opponents once punished them. And no player benefits more than Erling Haaland. When he attacks space, he is unstoppable. One long pass, one misstep, and it's over. We've seen it repeatedly. Against Arsenal, against Manchester United, against Brentford. One recent example says everything. A deep switch from Matheus Nunes to Savinho. A sharp dribble. A quick decision. Ryan Cherki releases Haaland with a single touch. Panic. A deflection. Goal. This isn't coincidence. It's design. Haaland is in the best physical condition of his career. The numbers are absurd. Nearly a goal every game in the Premier League. 19 goals in 17 matches. 38 goals in 28 games across club and country. 1 goal from every 2 shots. He's already passed Cristiano Ronaldo's Premier League tally in 122 fewer matches. This is efficiency at a historic level. But Haaland isn't alone. Guardiola has built a terrifying attacking ecosystem around him. Ryan Cherki has been the signing of the season, leading the league in assists, delivering goals, creativity, and chaos. Phil Foden has rediscovered his sharpness, scoring from distance, arriving late, striking fear into defenders who think they've tracked him. Together, they are devastating. City's 4-3-2-1 system, the so-called Christmas tree, has unlocked everything. Foden operates deeper on the left. Cherki as the right-sided number 10. Doku holds width. The chemistry is lethal. City have scored 15 goals in the 5 Premier League matches Cherki and Foden have started together. 1 every 30 minutes. That's dominance. The moments are cinematic. A Rabona cross, a thunderous header, a late run from midfield, a long-range strike no goalkeeper can reach. Foden's shooting from distance is now feared across the league. Borussia Dortmund felt it. Crystal Palace suffered it. And it keeps coming. Out wide, players like Savinho, Doku, and Nico O'Reilly have specific missions. Stretch the pitch, overload midfield, create chaos. O'Reilly and Nunes act as midfielders from fullback zones, giving City extra numbers centrally. This fluidity makes City impossible to pin down. They overload zones. They create passing lanes. They win second balls. And that freedom gives Haaland space inside the box, the most dangerous gift you can offer him. We saw it against Bournemouth. A central overload. One quick sequence. Foden to Cherki. A perfectly weighted through ball. One touch. Goal. It looks simple, but it's the result of relentless tactical engineering. This Manchester City has endless variations. Guardiola is emptying the entire playbook. Every week they look sharper, faster, more confident. Right now they are the best team in the Premier League, and their momentum is frightening, because this isn't just about winning again. It's about evolution, about a manager who refuses to stand still, about a team that keeps learning, adapting, and improving. Pep Guardiola has done it again. He has rebuilt Manchester City, not in response to failure, but in pursuit of dominance. So yes, Arsenal should be worried. So should everyone else. Because when a team this intelligent finds speed, power, and balance at the same time, history usually follows. The only real question left is this. Can anyone stop the third evolution of Pep Guardiola's Manchester City? Or are we witnessing the beginning of something even bigger than before?